Welcome to the stream for basically finding out the running order for Eurovision 2024. It's gonna get revealed very, very shortly here. So welcome to everyone who wants to watch that with me. I figured that I should, yeah, there we go, show what it currently looks like. This is the first semi-final on screen right now. It says that the premiere is starting soon on my YouTube here of having the show. I'm not gonna be sharing the screen of when the songs get revealed and stuff like that, just because I mean, basically the Eurovision channel should have the responsibility over that. I will just tell you all what I think as every song gets shown, basically, in the order. And meanwhile, I'll have this list up here from Eurovision World with the songs that are going to be in semifinal 1, because that is what we're going to start with, of course. I'm just going to make sure that I can actually see what you're saying as well on my phone here. So welcome to a very spontaneous, short, brief stream. It was basically announced today that they were gonna reveal the running order today at 6 p.m. And here we are. The video is about to start. I'm assuming that's very, very loud on my end. Okay, so there's a countdown of 2 minutes. So we got 2 minutes of waiting time, basically. Now Poland won't win because they're second in the running order. Have you got some insider info, Rodmore? Because I don't know where it is. Love the shirt. Thank you, thank you. It's a big favorite, certainly. Alright, so I'm not sure how much you can hear from the actual show, like the video that I'm watching here. I'll lower the volume a little bit on it. Probably nothing on my end. So yeah, make sure you got 2 tabs open, I guess. We're gonna discuss the running order and everything that once it's happened as well. And you can give me your thoughts on who's been done dirty and who's gonna benefit and whatnot. Yeah, they've got a customized countdown this year. Indeed, Famicom guy. It looks really neat, honestly. I really like these graphics. And the backing music, honestly, kind of a nice detailing in it. We got the little Eurovision jingle coming in there. This is a great rework of the music, truly. This is really fun. Some kind of synth guitar coming in as well, playing the lead. Oh, this is fun. I hope they stick with these with this audio clip. Like, have they had this before? A rock version of rock version, I'm not sure. But still, kind of fun. Screams a little 80s over it. Alright, 15 seconds. Have you already predicted, have all of you out there predicted who's gonna be where in the running order? Let's see who's gonna open. Opening will be either Croatia, Cyprus, Ireland, Lithuania, Poland, Serbia, or Ukraine. Who's it gonna be? Here we go. Here we go. Alright, first semi-final. Cyprus opening. Alright. I think that's a suiting opening. Cyprus, of course, have opened Eurovision before with songs similar to this one. So, yeah. Alright, Cyprus up first. It could work quite well. It's a good song to just get her started, basically. These clips are very long. Playing the entire dance break audio clip. Serbia second run in the running order. Alright. That's tough for Serbia, but I think they can still manage even though being second in the running order. Second is obviously the death slot, but I'm not sure if it's gonna hinder. Like if you got a good song, it's gonna be enough regardless of where you're placed in the running order. I'm optimistic about Serbia still. Lithuania third, that works. Yeah. I like that. Lithuania third, that's good. I mean, obviously the first half only consists of 7 songs, so yeah. But Looktelk works as third, I'd say. Hopefully they can draw second half when they qualify for the final. Alright, next. Ireland fourth. I'm sticking with the dark theme there after Looktelk. Yeah, I guess that's, yeah. I don't really have anything to say about that. Croatia, Poland, and Ukraine, the remaining ones. Oh, you 3 out of 3 so far on your prediction. You've predicted it and you got it correctly. Wow. Oh, United Kingdom? Okay. Anyone want to fill me in on why the UK is here? So are they gonna perform in the middle of the competing songs? I have no idea why this is why this is the case, but okay. All right. UK song number 5, I guess. And then Ukraine being actually 5th, I guess. There's like a lot of these songs that are just drew the first half that feel like second half type of songs. But it is what it is. The Big Five plus Sweden are performing in the semis. That's a bit strange, isn't it? Perform without competing. Poland 6th, yeah. Seems reasonable, which means Croatia's gonna be 7th, of course. Kind of a nice little energetic opening for this semi-final, honestly. All of the songs here are kind of... like, they have something, excluding Serbia, I guess, have some kind of energy within them. I mean, Serbia's good in a different way. But yeah, Poland 6th, between Ukraine and Croatia. That's a little bit of a... I mean, obviously 2 big standouts, considering their fan bases. I kind of feel for Poland in that regard, I think. Maybe they'll just get kind of drowned between the 2. Yeah, Croatia's got a good spot. I mean, kind of considering... it depends on what's going to come after, obviously. But the second half doesn't really have a lot of, I guess, energetic tracks. It's mainly only Finland. Alright. Iceland 8th. Yeah. I mean, I've already kind of discredited Iceland in the competition, I guess. I highly doubt they'll making it wherever they would have been placed in the running order. They could have been put last as well, and I would have not really expected them to make it anyway. It's like when you listen to this recap as well, you just feel like this song is so subpar to the rest. And then Germany in here, okay. I mean, it's just getting used to, I guess, having the real life qualifiers in here, or the real life finalists. But it's gonna be, I think some people will be rather confused when watching the show. They're like, oh, but I like this song from Germany and I can't vote for it? It's gonna be a bit strange, I guess, for some people. Slovenia up next here, number 9. Coming right after Germany. What was before Germany? It was Iceland, wasn't it? So yeah, that's fine, I think. I love how Eurovision World just instantly updates the running order. You can see they're so quick. And then Finland 10th. I was kind of expecting Finland to be last in the running order. Who are they going to put last then? Huh. That's a bit strange. Proper whiplash from going from Slovenia to Finland there. Watch them put Portugal next for the complete 360 turnaround. Wow, they filtered out his Windows logo on the shirt. Moldova 11th, okay. Alright. I wonder who's gonna be last. Maybe Australia's up last. That's kind of my guess right now. I can't see any of the others closing, really. Okay, and then Sweden's performing after that. Well, so basically you put Sweden after Moldova and Finland, and then people are not allowed to vote. Like, I think a lot of people will just be impressed by the performance of this, mainly. and then you can't vote for it. Alright, and after Sweden has performed, Azerbaijan coming on, okay. I think Azerbaijan would have benefited from Sweden not performing in the between them. Like if Azerbaijan was right after Moldova, then that would have been more convenient for them, I think. Maybe get a bit lost coming after Sweden. Azerbaijan decent place, I think. I think so too, but considering the fact that Sweden performed between Moldova and Azerbaijan, is not going to benefit them. Australia 13th, so I was wrong. Either Portugal or Luxembourg closing is a little bit strange to me, but still. Like, looking at this semi-final, I'm not very excited about it, honestly, if I gotta say. I think most of my favorite songs are in the second semi. Australia 13th could benefit them, honestly. Portugal 14th, Luxembourg closing them. Yeah. It's good for Portugal to be very late on. I think that's a benefit. I think Portugal can qualify with that. Between Australia and Luxembourg, it shouldn't be a problem, honestly. I think Portugal should be happy with that. Absolutely. Portugal should have closed. I mean, they usually want to close with something upbeat, so I understand, but yeah. I mean, in an ideal world, I would probably also have picked Portugal for a closer. I think it's more fitting for that. Luxembourg is a bit, I don't know. Yeah. Luxembourg is a closer. It's fine. I think, like, does anyone remember when the last time a closer has not qualified been? Because I can't remember a single time in years of late where the final song in the semi-final hasn't qualified. Then again, I'm not really the stat nerd as some of you others are. Alright, that was the first reveal. The second semi-final was supposed to be revealed 4 minutes from now, so I'll just open it so I'll have it out in the background. It says premieres in 3 minutes. So in the meantime, let's discuss what we actually have so far. Latvia in 2017. Okay. Oh yeah, Denmark 21. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so it does happen, but it's very, very rare. And I mean, here, only 5 songs miss out. Considering Luxembourg's the last in the running order, I'd be optimistic for Luxembourg as well. Who are the big losers in this then? Well, like, obviously it has to be said that Serbia is, of course, not benefiting from being second in the running order. Would have probably needed to be around where Poland is, I guess, kind of to just boost its chances a little bit. It's like it's too early to kind of delve into an emotional ballad like that, I think. The show just started and you're throwing that at us right away. I think that's not good for the flow of the show. Then again, I don't really know what else you would put there. Like, it would feel harsh for me to just say, yeah, put Poland there. But Poland is a beat. It would have made more sense to just kind of keep that energy going from Cyprus to Poland to Lithuania, then going with the shock of Ireland, I guess, leading into Ukraine, and then Serbia, Croatia, or something like that. I think that would have made more sense, but that could have been considered harsh on Poland. But I think that it's very strange to just put an emotional ballad like Serbia so early on in the running order. I think that's not how you do it. But I mean, it's not the first time. Eurovision usually puts a ballad second, and they really only had one to pick from there. Then after Croatia, Iceland, who are pretty much, I saw the DOA in the chat, yeah, dead on arrival really. Slovenia, right after Iceland, could be good. Finland's probably like a televote magnet. Moldova coming after Finland, that's not a good sign, but Moldova obviously usually does well in a televote. Then I think Azerbaijan is definitely losing out a lot on Sweden performing between Moldova and Azerbaijan, because that's going to steal a lot of the spotlight, and then Azerbaijan comes up as kind of like very toned down. I would not be optimistic for Azerbaijan's chances. Then Australia, I think that's probably a pretty good spot. I think being lost in the running order would have benefited them even more. I think that would have made more sense as well. Like, put Luxembourg after Azerbaijan, then Portugal, then Australia. But yeah. Yeah, what do you all yeah, people are very, I guess, disappointed with Serbia being second. Happy that Ireland hasn't got second position. Yeah, that's actually nice. That wouldn't have made any sense to just throw a song like Ireland at the audience so early on. I mean, they still put it fourth, but still. Luxembourg should qualify here. I think Luxembourg, yeah, wouldn't be out of the question for them to qualify when being the last. How do you feel about finalists performing between the participants? I think it's very weird, but I'll give it a chance. Like if it works, it works. But I think like for casual viewers, like my mom, she's gonna be like, oh, why can't I vote for Germany? They just performed, and then you'll be like, oh, because now the pre-qualified songs get to be with the others, but they're not participating. Like it's strange. It's such a minor issue, but I just think that it's weird to edit it, like to change it like this. I find it a bit strange. Second semifinal should start any second now. Really, 10,000 people are watching it right now, and apparently 124 of those are actually watching this at the same time, which is really cool. All right, we got a little bit of an ad here. How long is the countdown for this one? 2 minutes as well. And we're gonna listen to this neat little backing music again. So obviously I should change semifinal on the screen as well, so you can see semifinal 2. So yeah, these are the songs that we're gonna find a spot for now. So first half we got Albania, Armenia, Austria, Czechia, Denmark, Greece, Malta, Switzerland. Who can open that? Maybe Austria? Who are we expecting to open? 7-2 countdown starting. Yeah, indeed. Maybe Malta would open. I really don't know about this one. Czechia maybe. Czechia's all out energy. I usually feel like the most accessible song is kind of the one that opens though, and like none of these are very, like Denmark is obviously very accessible, but it's kind of like a power ballad. I'm not sure if that's gonna be first up. Maybe Czechia. Austria, you think, Grandma? Julius also says Austria first. Albania second. Albania's always second, aren't they? Unfortunately. Yeah, bets for being lost in the running order as well. I would assume that Belgium and Estonia will be towards the very end here. That's just my hunch. Or maybe they'll put Netherlands at the end. I don't know. But I feel like Estonia would be the closer in here. A lot of people say, oh yeah, Austria. Everyone is convinced that Austria will open. Alright. If Malta is second, then I scream, yeah, they could do it, you know. But if we're judging by what they did in the first semifinal, I guess Denmark is the only one they can put in second, because it's the only ballad in here. In the first half, that is. Alright, it's time to do it. 2, 1, let's see. Who's up first? Who's up first? Let's go. Malta opening. All right. I think that's good. I like that. Malta opening's great. I'm satisfied with that. I think that's a good opener. This is a song that I'm really fond of. I gotta be honest with all of you. I really like it. Albania second, you can't be serious. Again! Every year! When are they not gonna get second? What is this? Is there some kind of agenda against Albania? You can't do that. You can't keep doing this. I don't know what to say. Greece third. Alright. Yeah. Greece a bit earlier than expected, probably. But I think like it would be good to separate it from Armenia and Switzerland. Like not put them after each other. I think that's really their point. They don't want to put it next to Armenia. I'm guessing, anyway. Better not come to bite Greece. Switzerland fourth! Oh! That's early. Oh no, what am I doing? I refreshed the wrong site. Wow. Switzerland fourth anyway. That's early. Switzerland and Greece right next to each other. Well, I'll be enjoying those 7 or 8 minutes of those two, but it's very strange to have both of them next to each other. But Switzerland should qualify regardless of what place in the running order they are. Czechia number 5. Okay. Czechia after Switzerland as well, you know? It's kind of... Alright. I'm guessing Denmark next. I feel like we need that kind of switch up now. I'd be surprised if they put Austria here. Oh, France, of course. Then they can't put Denmark right after France, surely. I automatically forget that we're gonna listen to these songs as well. Switzerland will be fine regardless. Absolutely, absolutely. That's gonna come as a proper... Okay, so Austria after France. France really coming in there with an all-out striking ballad, and then between those two songs, basically, that's all-out energy. Interesting. Oh, the production quality of this song is truly horrid. I can't believe it. Denmark, then Armenia? Well, I guess we'll find out. Alright, let's see. Yeah, Denmark 7th. I mean, that's probably a pretty good spot for Denmark, in all honesty. Hopefully won't help them. No. I mean, if they make it, they make it. Then kudos to them. But Denmark in 7th, that's probably a pretty decent spot for them. Would have obviously benefited from the fact that maybe France wouldn't have been the AQ that came before it. Maybe they needed like an Italy or in there instead. Or a Spain. And that of course means that Armenia is 8th. Who's gonna be put after Armenia here then? Maybe San Marino? Maybe? Latvia 9th? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, they needed to do the separation of Greece and Armenia, absolutely. They couldn't have those two songs close to each other. Or well, they could, but... Okay, Latvia 9th. You gotta kind of feel for them a little bit that... I mean, they did draw second half this time around, and you would have figured that would be an advantage, but maybe not really here, honestly. I mean, Belgium's yet to come, and Belgium's probably just gonna sweep the votes from Latvia. I would assume. I like Latvia no matter what anyone says. I love Latvia. I think it's one of the few, like one of the better songs this year. And then Spain comes in after that. All right. All right. Netherlands 10th. Do you think that after Spain? I'm not so sure on that one. San Marino 10th, okay. They're kind of putting all of the heavy hitters at the end, it seems. It's gonna be like very stacked. I mean, we got Norway, Belgium, Netherlands, Estonia. I would consider all of them to be rather like favorites for qualifying, really. And all of them very close to each other. We'll see. San Marino after Spain, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Georgia 11th. I guess that kind of works, yeah. Why not? Yeah. I just feel like they can't really put Netherlands and Estonia too close to each other, surely. One of them has to come now, I think. Obviously, we do have Italy left to come as well. Belgium 12th. Okay. Like, Netherlands and Estonia will be so close to each other. That's just strange to me. Hmm. And then Estonia. Okay, so they're closing with the Netherlands. Alright. Estonia after Belgium, huh? Well, I've got two places like within the running order that I'm gonna just love to bits. Song 3 and 4 and song 12 and 13. Those will be my jam periods. I'm going Norway next, maybe? Oh yeah, Italy, of course. So yeah, Italy, and then there were 3. Interesting. I'm not really sure like who's gonna benefit from this running order so far. I think Denmark has got a positive spot for them. Armenia as well, honestly. Armenia in the middle there of a lot of the non-hyped up songs, I guess. And then there's this one. Yeah. I'm just kind of expecting like we're gonna have I guess 5 songs at the end that are all gonna qualify really, along with Italy. They really put all of the favorites towards the end. It's a bit strange. As long as Estonia doesn't miss out. Norway 15th and then Netherlands closing. Alright. Interesting enough. I mean, Norway would have honestly been a much cooler closer. The more I think of it, Norway should have closed. That would have been really cool. Finishing it with literally a high note. And then Netherlands, yeah. Alright. Okay, interesting enough. Who's benefited from this semifinal then? I would say that Netherlands obviously benefited hugely from getting to be lost up. I would say that Denmark probably benefited a little bit from not drawing second. Albania's kind of gotten completely shafted again. Malta got a good spot, honestly. Malta might stand a chance with being first up. I'm not sure. Alright, that's been everything. That's been the whole reveal. Who do you think are the best, like the most the greatest beneficiaries? I can't English today. Jere thinks Malta will qualify. Okay, yeah. I mean, if I just look at this, like surely, I mean, if we look at the first half of the semi, like the only one that I'm 99.9% sure is gonna qualify is Switzerland. The others I'm very unsure about. I would probably assume, like especially with this running order, Armenia got a big benefit. I think. I also think that Malta probably got a pretty good chance now, or well, better than they had going into it. Groot, you're coming to FN. What's that? I don't get it. Anyway, hopefully Greece won't really get halted by this either. I think Greece should make it, right? I'll be optimistic. Pretty good draw for Belgium, I guess. 12th and like after Latvia, which was I guess the Greece third is really dumb. And yeah, I mean, I disagree with it, but they did need to separate Greece and Armenia, and they just I guess picked Greece to be early on and Armenia to be the second of them. So yeah, and then well, I think the songs that got screwed over the most, surely like Albania, it's it's pretty much dead on arrival here. It's gonna be a struggle for Albania here. I would also say that Latvia got a pretty tough draw here. Considering that Belgium comes just a few songs after it, and it's just I don't know. It would have probably needed to be very late in the running order. San Marino, I'm not really sure if they have chances, but the fact that they come after Spain there and then Georgia comes on after, I'm not sure. Maybe Georgia, or maybe San Marino's actually not that bad, you know, in terms of running order here. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have too many. Albania got through last year. Yeah, they did, but they had a better song last year, in my opinion, anyway. And the vocals really carried them last year. They were. It was a very impressive performance live, and I put it in my predicted qualifiers after having seen it live. I remember. This time around, I'm not so sure. I also find that the second semifinal is a bit stronger overall. I'm not sure. Are we actually 160 people here right now? Wow. Mad, thank you for tuning in. Think it's over for Czechia? Yeah, Czechia's like being right after Switzerland and right before Austria is not a good sign. Luckily for Czechia, their song stands out a little bit because of just its rock approach that it has. There have been rumors as well that she's really improved her vocals based from the Czech national final, and I mean with the audio mix that you got in the Czech national final, it's not difficult to be an improvement, I guess. But still, Spain votes in the semi. I guess 12 points for San Marino then, surely. No, but like what you always have to consider when you're predicting is that like what countries are in your semifinal, because I mean obviously it's no secret, if Greece and Cyprus were in each other's semifinal, they would get 12 points for free, and that could be, you know, that absolutely could be the difference on qualifying and not qualifying. Now they're not in the same one, but you just look at countries like Denmark and Norway probably voting for each other. You got countries like I mean then Spain who votes in the semifinal for San Marino, they're probably voting for San Marino. I'm guessing as well, like, I'm not so sure, Netherlands and Belgium, surely. I mean, I would expect that anyway. Spain and Italy vote there. Yeah, Spain, Italy, and France, of course. And if I'm not mistaken, the Armenian group is from France, aren't they? So they might get some points there. Yeah, that's like what we have to take into consideration. You kind of just feel for a country like San Marino, who doesn't really have any friends. I mean, they do have Italy, I guess. Maybe get some points there. And now, good thing they got a Spanish artist, because they'll probably get some points from there. France for Armenia, yeah. Two of my favorites have been screwed. Which ones? Albania, one of them, I guess, because Albania's been screwed. I'll tell you that much. Serbia, honestly, like if we go back to semifinal one, I think Serbia is like the one that's really been done dirty here, because you don't put a song like that so early on in the running order before people have gotten like into the show. You kick it off with kind of like an upbeat pop song in Cyprus, and then you just throw the most emotionally loaded song of the semifinal on stage. And like I don't think people have really warmed up to receive that so early on. Obviously, it's unfortunate that it just drew first half, because they would have needed to be in the second half to really make an impact, especially considering I think the second half of the first semi is rather weak, song-wise. Like there's not a lot of favorites there, and if I just consider my own preferences, I'm like I don't really. I'm not gonna say I don't care. Like I like Portugal, I like Slovenia, but you know I really don't care for Finland and Iceland and whatnot. Of course, Sweden voting in this semifinal, probably giving 12 points to Finland just because we're Sweden and we vote for these kind of songs. Hopefully I can change that with my 20 votes, I guess. But the thing is, I don't know what I want to vote for in the semifinal. I would have rather voted in the second semifinal, where my entire top 4 of the year is located. Perhaps unpopular, but I sacrifice Serbia for Portugal if only one can make it. Hopefully both can make it, though. That's the thing. I would like to see both make it, for sure. I think both would deserve it as well. Like, surely there are 5 songs worse than both Portugal and Serbia in the semi-final. I would count as many as to 10 songs that I like less than both of them in the semi-final. Slovenia is in danger. Potentially, but they do have Croatia and Serbia in the semifinal. We have to like consider it. Like, it is unfortunate that it is like this, that we just like, oh, but they're friends with this country. But I mean, it is true. Like, Croatia, Slovenia, Serbia, they do vote for each other. And that could be some free points for Slovenia. Probably, if I'm just assuming that Croatia's probably going to gather up the points from Slovenia and Serbia, so maybe they will take the 12s. But still, you know, 2 10s for Slovenia, or a 10 and a 12 if Croatia gives the 12 there. I mean, that's 22 points, 22 points. And that could be really important. So yeah, Malta grew to 30th in the odds. Yeah, that's nice. I would really like to see Malta make it from this. I think they have a chance. Like, if I'm just basing it off my feeling right now, I would say that the 5 lost songs in the second semi are all making it. It's a very like top heavy semi-final towards the end. I would probably say that Armenia's making it. Switzerland has to make it, surely. I would be optimistic and say Greece is making it. And then there are like 2 spots left. Yeah, why not Malta? Honestly, why not? Gosh, my heart really does break for Latvia. Yeah, mine too. I mean, it is what it is. They did get second half of a semi this time, but it didn't really help because Belgium also drew the same the same place, really. And I think that's gonna hold it back a little bit. Malta should make it instead of Austria. Well, I clearly agree, but we'll see. Like, it's all gonna come down to how it looks live as well. But Malta, obviously, like, in my opinion, I think there's a lot of potential in what Sara Bonici did at MESC. I think her performance was very polished, and it's just like a really fun effort altogether. I would be very sad if Malta doesn't make it, but I was of course really sad when they didn't make it last year. So I mean, they could absolutely miss out. The 2 most similar girl bops in English opening the semifinals bores me. Yeah, I get that. I absolutely get that. I mean, if you want to be a bit more, the thing is, like, I'm not really sure what should open the second semifinal instead. Like Czechia, maybe. Like, the thing is, they want to put something accessible first in the running order. I get that, but you're kind of doing yourself a disservice in semifinal 1 when you put Serbia as the second song. That does not really feel like a flow in the show. Would you say Denmark will win the semi? Yeah, about that. I don't know. When do you think the breaks will be in the semifinals? What do you mean the breaks? Like, when I'm assuming when the pre-qualified finalists perform, which was like song 5, 9, and 13, I think, or something like that. Austria is a clear pick. First, what for first? I think Austria is winning the semifinal. Oh, you mean to open? You mean to open the semifinal? Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? Could have opened with that. Like, the thing is, like, if you don't take into consideration the fact that they need to have the second and first half kind of separation, Georgia as an opener would have worked. Maybe San Marino would have worked as an opener, I think. Welcome to the channel, Juric. Thank you for the subscription. Also, I'm closing in on 5,000 subscribers, so if you're new here and you want to subscribe, you're free to do so. I post sometimes. I post videos. I'm very close to 5,000, so if you want to subscribe, you can. I rarely ask for that, but still. Now it's getting so close that I'm just like, oh, help me out. 38 more subscribers, and then I'm there. After basically almost 10 years on this platform. There are people who legit think Austria is winning the semi. Well, they're not. I mean, come on. I mean, you got Belgium, you got Netherlands, who are of course big favorites. You got Switzerland in here. I'm hoping dearly that Switzerland's taking it, but yeah. Groot, what are you doing when you get to 5k? If you get to 5k, you mean? I have nothing planned. I'm sorry. I could have considered a party, but I'm not. I haven't gone that far. Netherlands is winning semi for sure. Maybe. I I'm not so sure. Like the thing is that absolutely it could be a televote magnet, but it could also it's all gonna depend on how it looks. But I mean, if it's not as polished as maybe it needs to be, then I mean, I would consider Switzerland to be quite the threat. Norway, in all honesty, like people can get behind these kind of songs, and I mean, I wouldn't count out Norway. And then maybe Belgium isn't as televote friendly, but I mean, if it works, it works, you know. Bulgaria won the televote in 2017 in the semifinal, didn't they? Yeah. Austria can easily not qualify. Who knows? It's all gonna come down to how it looks, sounds live, I guess. As a studio cut, it shouldn't, but here I am sitting here and being sassy. I should stop with that. I think Georgia is a dark horse and will win the semi. You think Georgia will win the semi? I'd be skeptical towards that. And in all honesty, I really hope that you're wrong. Thank you, Lunchbox Angel, for the subscription. Welcome to the channel as well. And Lord Riedel, or Riedel, thank you as well. Georgia has terrible positioning. I feel like Belgium is going to steal all the drama and emotion from it after they perform. Possibly, yeah. I wouldn't count that out. But yeah, if I'm just like basing off who I think will miss out right now, because I think that's probably easier than just say everyone is qualifying. I think Albania is doomed. I think that San Marino are doomed. Unfortunately, I think Latvia are as well. That's 3 out. Like Denmark, surely they're not making it. So that's 4 songs out. And then probably, like, unless she's really improved a lot, like if Czechia sounds the way it did in the Czech national final, they're out. And then I guess the last spot will be between Malta and Austria, in my book, and Georgia, I guess. One of those missing out. Potentially Georgia, like just because Georgia are very much at a very low place right now. That's my prediction here. So missing out here would be Albania, Czechia, Denmark, Latvia, San Marino, and one of Malta, Austria, and Georgia. That's my prediction. Very early prediction. I'm going to do more prediction content later on when we get closer to it and when we've seen the rehearsals. From semifinal 1, I would say that who's missing out? Well, I would say that I don't want to say Serbia, honestly. Iceland missing out, surely. I would say Azerbaijan are missing out because that draw was horrendous for them. I mean, Moldova always does well with televote, and like they do qualify, so I'm not going to count out Moldova just yet. Finland will probably qualify just because, haha, funny. But no, like Iceland, Azerbaijan, maybe Poland missing out. I might actually stretch so far and say that Serbia are not making it just from that running order. But that feels like harsh. No. Ireland could struggle. I'm not sure how accessible Ireland will be, honestly. Maybe they're missing out as well. At least they took a shot at it. Cyprus, we don't know. How good would it be live? I'm not sure. But Cyprus, like, send a pop song in English and you qualify, really. So I guess they're making it. But yeah, missing out probably Poland, Iceland, Moldova, Ireland, and maybe Portugal, maybe Serbia, maybe Australia. Like, who does Australia have as a friend here? I'm not sure. Like, who will Australia get points from? I'm not sure. Sweden, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. Will Luxembourg make it? I mean, they are last in the running order. That could help them massively. I think the ones that are just sailing through, though, like Croatia, Ukraine, Lithuania, they don't even need to worry. And then the others are all up for it, I guess. That's my guess right now. Poland has too big of a diaspora to not make it. They were 4th, I believe, last year in the semi. Okay, yeah. It's all gonna come down to how she sounds live, though. Like, I would love for Poland to make it. I really want to see that. I think that song is great. Even though it's not the most groundbreaking, I just really enjoy it. So I would love to see Poland make it. but you know, it's kind of like it's in the middle of it all as well. Like Ukraine and Croatia surrounding it. That's tough. I think the live vocals will help Australia. Yeah, they're said to be very, very good performers, which is promising. You know, that could push Australia over the line. I mean, Australia's only missed out once as well. Poland has mates in capital letters in that semi. They're qualifying. Okay, fine. I'll remove Poland. Portugal is missing for sure. Yeah, Portugal could miss out. David doesn't agree though. If Luna doesn't qualify and Blanca did, we'll truly lose my mind. Well, Blanca did have quite an easier semi-final, but they did obviously finish very well in the semi-final last year. Both semis are very tough to predict, actually. I might run a simulator this evening. What do you mean a simulator? Solo better than the tower? I don't know. What do you say, Andy? Ireland, Iceland, Moldova, and Australia NQs. Are you sure about Moldova? Like, the thing is, Moldova always qualifies, don't they? When was the last time they missed out? 2019, was it? If we go on here, can we see that? Nothing's happening. Brilliant. Okay, nothing's happening. I guess we'll never find out. Oh, wait. Okay. Moldova Eurovision. Yeah, 2019 was the last time they didn't make it. And then they were 12, yeah. I guess we'll find out. We'll just have to wait and see. But this is very interesting to see how the running order is actually aligned here. To summarize again, do let me know who you think got screwed over the most in both the first and second semifinal respectively. I would say, like it feels so strange to say, but maybe like the song in number 2 got screwed over because, well, Serbia definitely did, because you don't put a ballad like that so early on in the running order. I just don't understand it. I think it's not right because it just doesn't feel right to me. And then like honestly, Albania. It has to be Albania, right? Like Albania drawing second again. You can't write it, honestly. Song quality over country history. Moldova is out this year. I don't think the song is that bad. Like I just don't see maybe who's gonna vote for it. But still, I wouldn't mind it if it makes it. Moldova won't qualify even with a good staging. Well, count as many people. Can you please let me know how many people said that in 2018 and they finished 10th? Like, a staging can do everything. Like, back in 2018, my lucky day was basically down at the bottom 3 in the odds or whatnot. So, you can never say that. Moldova's not got the Romance language country help, and especially not Romania, and the ex-Soviet bloc is not huge either. I don't think they have much of a shot. That is fair. I mean, Russia's not in. Belarus is not in. Romania is not in. Does Ukraine vote for Moldova? Oh wait, they're in the same semifinal. I don't know. Do Ukraine vote for Moldova? I'm not sure. I haven't read up on this. But yeah, you're absolutely right, David. I mean, usually Moldova got a lot of points from countries like Russia and Romania. All the moms love Moldova. It's literally made for 40 plus people. They love it. They will also love Denmark. That's another mom song. I'm just trying to think like what songs in the first semi are mom songs. Maybe Moldova is the one. And Iceland. My lucky day was way better. Did you say that as well before the show? Because everyone hated it. Like, I'm not gonna say everyone, but most people really hated it before the show. Moms love Iceland 100%. Maybe. Moldova 2018 had Kirkorov pulling strings. Okay, fair. Alright. Is there anything we should discuss about this? I don't know. I think I've said everything that I needed to say, really. We watched the reveal and it was fun to watch it, and now we have a running order and now we can start speculating about all things. But yeah, you can also let me know, are you satisfied or not satisfied with the actual running order? The moms like UK this year too? Potentially, yeah. The Big Five and Sweden are in the mix for the 24-hour voting after the second semi-final. What does that mean? What? Are in the mix for the 24-hour voting after the second semifinal. I don't understand what that means. Is there a new thing where you can vote before the final? Or when will semifinal 2012 be? Do you know yet? Oh, no, I don't. I haven't planned it up yet because of this week being Easter, of course. Now we can speculate who will win Eurovision 2012. Yeah. If Southgate comes to United and Portugal fails to qualify, I personally cancel 2024. Well, it depends on if Everton can stay up or not, Andy. That's how I base my my year. Mom's like Ireland. Whose mom? I can guarantee mine won't. Yeah. The rest of the world get to vote for 24 hours before the final to allow time zones. That's interesting. I'm not like I never really know what to make of these ideas that like everyone like you're allowed to vote before all of the songs have been performed. Like back when they did it in Eurovision in 2010 and 2011 and whatnot. I never really liked that concept, but I understand because of the time zones, of course. But is it only the rest of the world, or can everyone like can I in Sweden also vote 24 hours before, or is it only for rest of the world voters? Oh, okay. I guess that answers my question, Kevin. Ends before the show. Oh, really? That's very strange. My mom would start screaming if she heard Ireland. Yeah, potentially. No, it's fun. I'm kind of rooting a little bit for Ireland. I want them to make it, but I don't know. It's gonna be tough. But if they can, that would be really cool. Maybe Goth Minister Mom likes Ireland. Maybe. The rest of the world should only be able to vote via the vote collector. Yeah, for sure. No, but you know what? I think that's going to be everything for discussing all of these running orders dropping today. It always becomes like a very additional kind of excitement about actually Eurovision taking place when you get these, because it's just exciting times, and now we're like this is just another sign of us getting closer to the actual show. So yeah, that's really nice. I feel the excitement about Eurovision just around the corner, even though it's like a month and a half left. But still, fun to have some running orders. We can keep speculating. If you want to, you can join us on the Discord server in speculating this. I'm not sure if I've linked the Discord server in this stream today. So if you're new here, I'll get that into the into the description of the stream. But I think that's everything for today. So thank you for joining me for today's watch along, and no, it's not even a watch along. Today's stream. Have a good one. I'll see you soon again, hopefully. And au revoir.